How much YouTube paid me for my first 1 million views. In this video, I will be sharing the behind the scenes of my YouTube channel to show you how much money you could make creating the same type of videos. Please note that this video is mainly informative and educational, and I am not here to boast or flaunt how much I made. First, let's start with some context on my YouTube channel, as this will help you understand the numbers I will be showing a bit later. I launched my channel close to 3 months ago in March 2024 with my first AI-generated trailer. But my channel really took off a couple of weeks later in April, when I started creating these 1950s Super Panavision 70 movie trailers, which helped me reach over 1 million views within 1 month. Second, some information on how monetization works on YouTube. To be eligible for the YouTube Ad Partner Program, and to start earning any ad revenue, a YouTube channel needs to first reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views. After reaching both these thresholds, YouTube can then start an internal approval process of your YouTube channel before you can start earning any ad revenue. Thankfully, this approval process only took a week for me, but it can sometimes take a lot longer. Let's now go through my YouTube analytics so I can share with you some insights on how much YouTube paid me. I will also go through my best performing videos to give you some interesting revenue data that could help you optimize your earning potential. So it is time for the grand reveal. This is how much I made for my first 1 million views. £583.98, equivalent to $744 or 693 euros. I have added converted amounts in the video. This is clearly a lot more than I expected to earn just 2 months after I started my YouTube channel, but it is clearly not enough to live for 1 month if you are living in an expensive country or city. Given YouTube only started to pay me after I got approved for monetization, I did not earn anything during the first couple of weeks and lost any potential ad revenue from my first 300,000 views. However, if we assume that I did not have to wait before I got monetized, this is how much I would have in theory earned with a full monetized 1 million views. £832, equivalent to $1,060 or 987 euros. Given the amount of hours required to create each 1950s video, you will for sure earn more money per hour working as a clerk at a McDonald's. However, if you can consistently achieve average views of at least 100,000 for each of your videos, then you can comfortably live off your YouTube channel. For example, let's assume you were among the first ones to start making these 1950s Panavision trailers a couple of weeks before everybody else. If you had started 3 months ago, you would now have easily racked up over 10 million views. If we assume that you earned the same amount as me for 1 million views, we can estimate that you would have earned over £8,300, equivalent to $10,600 or 9,800 euros. Certainly not bad at all for your first 3 months, knowing your videos would still get more views over time. Let's focus on a couple of my best performing videos to show you some interesting facts about how much YouTube pays per view. I have focused on my best performing videos after I was monetized to avoid mixing up views for which I earned nothing. 2 key metrics to look at are the CPM, which means cost per 1,000 impressions. It is a metric that represents how much money advertisers are spending to show ads on my videos. And RPM, which means revenue per 1,000 impressions. It is the most important metric and represents how much money you've actually earned per 1,000 video views. The actual revenue per view is lower than what advertisers are paying, as it depends on how many of your viewers actually block the ads or live in a country where advertisers don't want to promote their products. Let's first have a look at my Starship Troopers trailer with its CPM and its RPM. From the statistics, we can see it has just over 20% of viewers from the US and close to 15% of viewers from Russia, with a near 100% ratio of men to women. Let's have a look at my second best performing video, which is Independence Day. This video has a slightly higher RPM revenue compared to the Starship Troopers video. The explanation for the higher RPM revenue is the higher proportion of US viewers. The higher viewer proportion from the US makes sense, given the whole movie is about the US saving the world. and advertisers are generally ready to pay more to show ads to US viewers, because they can, on average, spend more than viewers living in other countries. This means you will make more money per view if your audience is more US-based. More generally, advertisers will simply pay you more for any viewers coming from relatively richer countries like the US, Europe, or Japan. Like the Starship Troopers video, this video also has a close to 100% ratio of men to women. Let's now have a look at my best performing video, which is a trailer of Sailor Moon. This video was an unexpected surprise in terms of popularity, especially among men. Among the 3 videos, it has the highest RPM revenue per 1,000 views. The location proportion is about the same as the other videos, with a balanced mix of viewers from the US, Russia, and the rest of the world. However, it has a much higher proportion of women at over 30% compared to the other 2 videos, which had less than 2% of women viewers. This higher proportion of women is the reason for the higher RPM revenue. The logical explanation would be that advertisers are ready to pay more to show ads to women, as they tend on average to click and purchase more compared to men viewers. In conclusion, if you want to optimize your income per view, you should target an audience in relatively richer countries, and also ideally have a balanced mix of men and women. These factors would obviously need to be taken into consideration alongside the popularity of the movie you are selecting for the trailer. Just taking Titanic as an example, some very successful movies that tend to be more popular with women might actually get a lot less views overall on YouTube if done in a 1950s setting. To give you some background, I have never worked as a professional in video editing, filmmaking, or AI, and I started my YouTube channel more as a side hobby than as a real source of income, meaning anyone could also start creating these videos with the same level of quality without being an expert in video editing or filmmaking. You just need the motivation to put it in the hours to learn the craft and create the videos, and the greatest motivation tool you need is to have fun while learning the craft. Before I started my channel, I had actually never used any of the AI tools and editing software except for ChatGPT, but the AI technology is now so good that you can really get started very easily after just a couple of hours learning the basics. To speed your learning process, I have created a complete tutorial if you want to learn how I create these 1950s videos. I detail in less than 10 minutes the entire step-by-step creation process and each AI tool I use, so you can get started as soon as possible. The link to the tutorial is also in the description.